The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy was a children's animated series that ran on Cartoon Network from 2001 until 2007. In the show, happy-go-lucky moron Billy and his cynical, angry, slightly evil friend Mandy win a game of limbo against the Grim Reaper, who then becomes their eternal slave and also best friend. It was very funny and I liked it a lot as a kid, so it was with genuine pleasure and anticipation that I played the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy video game.
The end is near. The Grim Reaper is paying you a call. For the first time ever, Billy, Mandy, and Grim are coming to a video game. All the bizarre supernatural fun of the Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy is faithfully captured in this hysterically paranormal adventure, Battle Mode. Join in on the multiplayer mayhem and play as other favorite characters like Irwin, Haas Delgado, Nurgle, and more. Fight up to 3 of your friends to see who'll be the last one standing. Enter story mode and take control of the TV show. Play with a friend or play against a friend and go face to face with creatures like Cerberus, the 3-headed dog. And everybody's favorite, the brain-eating meteor. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy, coming fall 2006.
The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy was released on November 19th, 2006 for the Nintendo Wii, one of 22 launch titles for the Nintendo Wii. Developed by High Voltage Software, who would later become prominent among Nintendo Wii fans for developing the Conduit, a series of sci-fi multiplayer first-person shooters and Halo clones. But in 2006 were probably best known for developing the Hunter the Reckoning series, which were a couple pretty good, gritty hack-and-slash games. The Grim Adventures of Billy and Mandy video game is a party fighting game in the same vein as Super Smash Bros. The fights in this game are insanely hectic and chaotic. 4 characters are battling on screen at once, while a continuous torrent of explosive items drop from the sky, and the stages themselves are filled with traps and spawning enemies. And also, these stages are just generally falling apart most of the time, while undergoing dramatic transformations, but more on that in a second. The game features a wide cast of characters from the TV show, though unfortunately they all play basically the same way. They all use essentially the same moves and combos, which really disappointed me. Significantly different move sets between characters probably could have propelled this into being a genuinely great fighting game, because the stages here are extremely impressive. They are dynamic and creative, falling apart around you and occasionally transforming into something new and unexpected. For example, this stage begins in a chicken lab full of chickens in test tubes and electronic traps. But when the lab is overrun by manic rabid chickens, the characters flee down into this lava-filled cavern. And when that cavern overflows with lava, the characters are shot out of a volcano and land on the roof of a speeding bus, fleeing from a rampaging kaiju chicken. This underworld stage starts out on an island surrounded by lava, but when the lava rises, the characters jump onto the back of this enormous serpent and fight there instead. And then the stage ends at the top of this tower, surrounded by lava and rubble that's still breaking apart and sinking into the molten lava beneath your feet as you fight. every stage has a series of dramatic transformations like these. And it's really crazy and genuinely really fun. The stages are easily the game's strongest aspect. There is a story mode with voice acting from the original voice actors. The Grim Reaper's mojo balls have been stolen, and those mojo balls are causing everyone in the world to descend into violent rampages. So the characters must fight their way across the world and other dimensions to put a stop to it. There are only like 3 cutscenes, and those scenes don't follow any logical order at all. They mostly feel very random. The whole story mode feels pretty underbaked and low budget, which disappointed me a bit. However, the humor of the show remains intact here. According to her fighter biography, this 9-year-old girl likes to crush her enemies, see them driven before her, and hear the lamentations of the women. Given enough time, Mandy could beat up 1,000 monkeys with 1,000 typewriters. Nerdy Irwin likes Mandy's hair, and he likes the smell of Mandy's shoes. Outside of the story mode, there's a surprising amount of content. There's this mission mode, with a ton of different challenges to complete for unlockables. And in the versus mode, besides the basic last man standing, you can also compete in coin battles, where the goal is to collect the most coins. A capture and hold battle where the goal is to capture and defend flags across the stage. A horde mode where the game spawns in an endless stream of baddies to battle. And a break stuff mode where the player who breaks the most stuff wins, and others. There's plenty of content here. And the grim adventures of Billy and Mandy video game is actually kind of a fantastic little party game. It's weird forgotten gems like this one that makes reviewing every Nintendo Wii game ever released worth it, which I will do every week on this channel or die trying. Oh yeah. Woo! Wee! Whoa!